Hey everyone, welcome to Bourbon Bums, presented by Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I am HBIC, the head bum in charge, along with Baloney, and we got a triannual tradition?
Triannual? 3 times a year.
3 times a year. It's the C's, the C924. So we got the barrel proof Larceny, the barrel proof Elijah Craig, the C924s. Every September they come out. It's November, but we're a little late. We got them a little late.
A lot of it had to do with the fact that we were just backlogged on stuff.
That's true,
and
too.
Reviews. But the other thing was, as much as I like these releases every year or 3 times a year, and if you guys remember, last year the C923 Elijah Craig was my whiskey of the year. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
This year it has seemed, at least to me, they've dropped down a level. And even the C's, which is the more coveted, if you will, of the releases, I haven't seen much like, oh, you got to go run out and get them, or
the hype last year on the Elijah Craig C923 was because 132,
well,
33
the age
proof,
had a lot
and then
to
the
do with
13
it.
year, you know, basic. So like everyone's going crazy off the age and the proof. So yeah, but this year's C's have been kind of, you know, like mulled, you know, I guess a little bit. Use the term, but. We'll see how you take. We already poured some. We were already doing some notes. So we're gonna start with the Elijah Craig here. So
yeah, Elijah Craig barrel proof, 129 proof, 11 years. So it was a 2-year drop off from last year to this year. And if you guys remember, they stopped the 12-year age statement on these, and people went crazy. People were pissed off to high hell about, oh, the quality is gonna go bad and this and that. And then they dropped the C last year, and they're like, never mind, we love you. Everything's good. But yeah, let's see what this is all about.
All right, so full disclosure, this is my flu game here. I actually burned my tongue yesterday, so I'm trying to drink some high proof bourbon and give notes with a burnt tongue. So we're gonna power through this, but all right.
I'll carry you off Scottie Pippen style.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's do the Elijah Craig first. Okay, so
oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. We gotta.
We're gonna cheer. Yeah, we're gonna cheer this, and we didn't. At least I can smell. At least a burnt tongue doesn't affect
the nose works.
Yeah,
I get like a buttered popcorn note.
Yeah,
to it.
it's
like super buttery, butterscotchy.
Just I get a lot of sweet notes on this note.
There's like a nutty aspect to it too. I mean, for it being 11 years old, there's some oak to it.
No, the nose is very pleasant.
It smells good. It smells really
very,
good.
very pleasant nose.
Predominantly like butter and a little bit of peanut.
All right, let's get into this.
All right, salute.
Salute. No, my tongue doesn't feel weird until after I stop swirling and swallow it. So, but on the palate, it's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the nose translates really well. It's like buttered popcorn, but with like a peanut buttery aspect to it. I don't know if those two flavors marry very well though. There's like a harshness to it. And I don't know if it's like tannin, because there's not much spice to it.
I don't get any
There's
spice.
not much like baking spice to it. It's just more like there's like vanilla, but it's like it's not blending well.
Vanilla, buttery,
all the flavors that you think would be good are there, but they're just not marrying. Butterscotch, buttered popcorn, and then like a peanutty, almost like a peanut oil.
Yeah, I don't like peanut oil, but
yeah, there's
I will say it's not as bad as I thought. I don't want to say I thought it was going to be, because I mean, you're trying to hype this up compared to last year's C's, and to be honest, I was not the biggest fan of C923.
You gave me your bottle, which thank you. I got two now.
I know, I did. I tried a few times, and I was just like, God, this one wasn't for me.
I think that goes through a good lesson of just don't believe the hype a lot of the times. Like everyone's palate is different.
Everyone's palate is different, and that one just didn't do it for me. So I think with this one, it's definitely more sweeter, but yeah, it's got a nice nose. The finish, there's a start on the palate is kind of nice, and then it just but then again, I don't know how much my tongue is just from burning my tongue the other day, and I just
There's like a tobacco-ish, maybe like a leather, and like right at the end of it, it's drying at the end. Like I'm thirsty right now.
you might go. Maybe it's a little just too chewy and like oaky, and then
Yeah, I mean, we said 11 years old. It's not like super oak. It's not sweet oak, but maybe
No.
it's a drying oak. Maybe that's what
like,
it is.
yeah,
Maybe it's just.
just very woody.
Yeah.
Because I get the at the end too.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Grade.
I'll probably give this one a B minus C plus.
I'm going C minus. I don't think I like this, and I'm kind of happy we waited because I'm not going to be looking out for this. We had a conversation privately about like we've been doing these for a good amount of years now. I've got a backlog of Elijah Craig and Larceny. I have a full shelf of stuff like. As much as I want to say, come over and drink, like we just don't have time to drink all that whiskey.
Right. This is and I've kind of pulled back on the AB. We bought this one just to like do a review, but to be honest, we'll be bringing this to like tailgates and stuff like that. Like this was a bottle for you.
You're welcome.
So, but you're same way. I have so many from going back to the like 21s.
Yeah, 2021 is when we started.
That I need to power through some of those just before I can start stockpiling again.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like the 24s didn't like really blow me away to the point where it's like I need to have this one. I think we really liked the Larceny A124 in the beginning of the year, but it wasn't anything where
I did like that one.
Yeah,
I did like A124.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like oh my god, we gotta just stockpile these ones. So yeah, if my tongue wasn't blown out, I would probably say maybe it drops down, but I'm gonna keep in that C range.
C minus for me. Barely passing grade, but I'm not looking to buy one.
Yeah. All right. Before we get to the Larceny, we gotta have a word from our sponsor. Greene Valley Wine Spirits in Bolingbrook is the best liquor store in the southwest suburbs. Come see their newly expanded and remodeled location for all your liquor needs. They have a great craft beer selection, an ever-expanding portfolio of tequilas and bourbon, and a new wine rack showcasing the best wines around. And while you're there, stop by their newly added tasting bar to try all the Bourbon Bum store picks before you buy. That's Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive at the corner of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. And tell them the Bum sent you. All right, thank you, Greene Valley. All right, let's get into this Larceny now. So this is the wheated one. So this one's chocking in at 125.1. 6 to 8 years as always. Larceny, for me, the Larcenys have been just on a roll over to Elijah Craig's this year.
Yeah, and what's funny because, I mean, we're both fans of most Heaven Hill products. Mm-hmm. The regular Larceny small batch is something that it's just run of the mill. I don't really care for it all that much. There's plenty of other wheated whiskeys that I'd rather have.
Correct.
But the barrel proof ones, consistently, I find that I really like.
Well, we did the review on the Heaven Hill grain to glass wheated, and we really liked that one. So, like, if that one becomes more readily available on the shelves, that one I would probably buy more. Than it's a little more money, but I think I might buy that more than maybe the Larceny barrel proofs. But
this smells really good.
Yeah, the nose on this one is
vanilla, caramel, classic. I get like a little bit of like a little bit of cherry and a little bit of orange, almost like orange frosting or orange marmalade and cherry frosting.
I don't know what marmalade is.
This is really good, nose wise.
Yeah, no.
If we're going one or the other, I thought the nose was the best part of this whiskey. Already, the nose is better.
Yeah.
Than this.
So, yeah, both of these are just great noses. So I will say shout out to that. I don't get a lot of the ethanol and with the barrel proof. Obviously, like this is wheated one. So, but much better than.
Man, it is nice. It is like orange and cherry, and then like a vanilla something.
All right,
vanilla pudding almost.
Ooh, that's nice.
I immediately like this way better than this. I think it's more well-rounded.
Yeah, you definitely get if it starts good, it finishes good.
This was like choppy. It was like almost like a typewriter in your mouth, like the chop, 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 chop. Whereas this, as soon as you have it, there's waves of flavor, and they're all really well balanced.
Yeah, and I will say this doesn't drink like a 125 either.
No,
the nose is great, the taste is great.
There's like a pound cake, like an angel food cake, like on the taste right in the beginning, vanilla. And then like at the end, there's like a pretty good amount of like, oh man, what would you?
I'm trying to pinpoint.
I want to say something other than marmalade, but it is like an orange-ish frosting.
Okay. Again, playing hurt here, so trying to pick up on the notes here, but I just know it's on the front. It's very, very good.
Yeah, like a vanilla pound cake or like an angel food cake.
And you gotta like the new labeling on this.
I do like that's. I'm glad you mentioned it. I think
shout
it's
out to the new label. They finally changed it up a little bit. Like, come on, Elijah Craig, get your shit together.
It stands out with like the new like copper colors and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you see the new, if you haven't seen it, but yeah, the labeling has changed. So don't think it's like not the Larceny barrel proofs. It's the same thing. It's just different labeling now. So yeah, this one I'm grading it. I'm giving it I'm solid B+ for me on this.
Same, B+. I like it.
Yeah.
Of the two, if you're asking me which one I should buy, it's 100% this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I do get a little spice in the finish with this one.
Little bit,
yeah, but
a
it's
little
not
faint spice to it. But it's just nice and well rounded.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so that means for our reviews, Larceny is tree for 2024.
Yeah, a clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Yeah, they took they swept it in the first round. So moving on. All right.
Congrats to Larceny.
So we'll see if next year, if Elijah Craig can bounce back.
I have a feeling Heaven Hill is not going to rest on their laurels. And from A to B to C of this year, they're probably not going to be happy with the full reviews of all of them. I'm expecting big things for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof next year.
You would hope so because, like, the barrels are already rested.
Yeah. I mean, they got them. Lord knows Heaven Hill's got enough barrels to go around.
So we'll see what they decide to which ones they're actually using, and then it's going to be interesting to see in January. So we're only a couple months away from doing another round of A's, A125s.
Winter's coming.
Winter is coming. All right, so that's our review on the C924s. Another episode of Bourbon presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Stop there for all your bourbon needs and tell them the Bourbon Bump sent you. And we'll be back very soon with another good review.
Salute.
Cheers.